This is Michael Hunn. I'm the Bishop of the Diocese of the Rio Grande in the Episcopal Church, which incorporates the entire state of New Mexico and the far west part of Texas. 40% of the U.S.-Mexico border is in our diocese, and we have been active along that border doing ministry for decades. A few years ago, we opened a shelter to shelter asylum seekers legally present in the United States and brought to us by ICE or the Border Patrol. Today, I received a letter from the Department of Homeland Security which insinuates that we in the Diocese of the Rio Grande have been involved in human trafficking. Let me read to you from that letter. Findings. The Department of Homeland Security has significant concerns that SSP funding is going to entities engaged in or facilitating illegal activities. The department is concerned that entities receiving payment under this program may be guilty of encouraging or inducing an alien to come into, enter, or reside in the United States in violation of law, transporting or moving illegal aliens, harboring, concealing, or shielding from detection illegal aliens, or applicable conspiracy, aiding or abetting, or attempt liability respecting these statutes. I'm insulted by the insinuation that we have been involved in anything illegal or immoral. We in the Diocese of the Rio Grande have been practicing our constitutionally guaranteed faith. We are following Jesus Christ by welcoming the stranger and loving our neighbor. And we have done so in partnership with the federal government. You deserve to know the facts of what is actually going on. Let me explain to you what we have done and how this has worked. A number of years ago, we opened a shelter in El Paso as a part of a network of other shelters. In partnership with Homeland Security, particularly the Border Patrol and ICE, Border Patrol and ICE would bring to us asylum seekers who were legally present in the United States of America. These are people who came to the United States, made a claim for asylum, passed a credible fear interview. After being interviewed by the federal government agents, the Border Patrol or ICE brought these asylum seekers legally present in the United States to us, to our shelter, which shelters about 25 people at a time. We would care for them for up to 3 days and then take them to the bus station or to the airplane to get them to where they were going. Over the years, we have sheltered over 1,700 people. The people that we sheltered were brought to us by the Border Patrol and by ICE. Occasionally, someone would transfer into our shelter from another shelter. For example, our shelter was a good place for families and for LGBTQ people. So sometimes a mother and children would come to our shelter and then would find that their grandmother had been sent to another shelter for single women. The grandmother was sometimes transferred to our shelter, but we always checked the documentation to make sure that we were complying with the law and responding to the requests of the Border Patrol and ICE to help with this work. Now, we are not a government agency and we never have been. The reason we're doing this work is we are following the command of Jesus Christ. We are practicing our religion, which is guaranteed under the Constitution of the United States. And we are doing what our faith demands of us, following Jesus Christ's command that we welcome the stranger, that we love our neighbor, that we feed the hungry and clothe the naked and house those who have nowhere to go. FEMA invited us to partner with them in a program by which they would reimburse some of our expenses for the work that we were doing. On some occasions, we submitted receipts to FEMA to help pay for the personnel needed to manage the shelter, for the food and clothing which we gave to the asylum seekers. When we submitted reimbursement forms to FEMA, they scrutinized every receipt and only refunded us some of the money for the work that we did. Now they're saying they're not going to pay us any more for the work we've already done. And they have the gall to insinuate that we have been involved in human trafficking. If you'd like to learn more about our ministry along the borderlands, I invite you to go to riograndeborderland.org, where you can learn all about what we're doing. I would ask for your prayers in this time. And if you'd like to help us out financially, there's a donate button on that website. May God bless you and keep the faith, my friends.